welcome to the Irving Animal Care Campus, where we have our Pets of the Week. Michael Whiteside from the DFW Humane Society is with us today. Thanks for having us in, Michael, and tell us about Ben you have with you here.
Ben is about 3 years old. He came into the city of Irving as a stray, so we don't know a lot about his history. He's a little nervous in the shelter, but once he gets outside and gets around people and gets the room to run, he's the friendliest dog. And I've heard he really likes to have his chest scratched, so I'm going to try that and see if that calms him down just a little bit.
Seems to be working so far. So you have a partnership with the city of Irving to bring in some of those animals, correct?
That's correct. As for our agreement to share the facility, we agreed to rescue 30% of our animals from the city of Irving. We actually take in about 60 to 70% of our animals from City of Irving Animal Services.
And Ben is having fun. There's some distractions around here, but not bothered.
No, he seems to be doing just fine. Like I said, you can tell he's a little tense, but he's still kind of just checking things out, and he doesn't really mind being around a lot of people.
All right, Michael, for our next pet of the week, this one is almost blocking us in. Just a petite pup here, right?
Exactly, yeah, she's very petite. And for some people, she's gonna look familiar because we featured her sister last time, Khaleesi. And this one is Sheba, and she and Khaleesi and their other sibling were all left at a vet's office by their owner, and the owner never came to reclaim them. So they were taken to a rescue partner, and then we brought them over here. And Sheba here is about 5 years old, very strong, still pretty active. She is an Anatolian Shepherd mix, so they're used to being protectors, but they're really intelligent. They can be a little bit stubborn, so you definitely need somebody that's going to be able to be the pack leader in the house. But they're sweet, sweet dogs.
And also for a dog this size, you definitely want to have a yard or a house where you have some room to run.
Exactly, yeah, they're definitely going to need some room to move because they're bred as herding dogs. So they're definitely going to want to have room to move. And it's probably best for a home that doesn't have small children, mainly because of their size, because they could easily knock a small child down and injure them without meaning to do that.
She almost knocked us over.
She almost pulled me down all the way in. So, yeah, I would say, probably not with small children, but still, a family with older kids would be just fine.
And she's ready to go.
She is. I think she's ready to get out and have some fun in one of the play yards.
All right, and next up we have Buddy, who is ready to be someone's buddy, right?
Most definitely. He's 3 years old. He was actually adopted from DFW Humane Society about 1.5 years ago, and the owner brought him back because she said he was too active and too hyper. But that's kind of standard for this breed. He's an Australian cattle dog mix, so they were bred to be herders, and they thrive anytime they have a job to do. So they really, expect some guidance and expect being given something to do.
So a home with kids, or what do you look for?
Yeah, I think a home with kids because they're very intelligent, they're very friendly. They can be a little bit protective, but not so much that it's going to be a danger to anybody. But that's because they're used to, herding cattle and sheep and that kind of stuff. He does have a lot of energy, so he's definitely going to keep somebody on their toes. So a yard would be great, or somebody that exercises a lot can take a dog. These breeds are also fantastic for agility and obedience training. So, he has the potential to, really do a lot of great things with the right person spending time and teaching him.
So a dog that is ready to go to work. And you're probably working hard on the next big event coming up at the Animal Care Campus, and that's Clear the Shelters. Always a big event.
Always a big event. There's lots of planning and preparation that goes into it. We actually have a meeting today about it to kind of clear up some last minute things, but that'll be August 19th. All shelters that are participating will be open at 9:30 that morning. Last year, I believe in the DFW area, we had about 7,500 adoptions single day.
Amazing.
All of the yeah, it was amazing. We had about 65 shelters here in the area participating, and I think we've got about the same amount. Plus, it's nationwide. With NBC5 support. It's fantastic.
All right, so Buddy, you can see, is ready to go home, buttering you up with some kisses, Michael. And if you want Buddy or any of the other pets we're featuring, the Animal Care Campus is located at 4140 Valley View Lane. It's open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. Then on Saturday, the hours are 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. And of course, to see any of the adoptable animals, you can always check the websites on your screen.